Hello, and welcome back to the Wildlife Deltarune Group, the official organization dedicated to the observation of Deltarune wildlife. As you may have seen in the previous episode, Rob was viciously attacked by a rabid Noel, a truly disturbing scene to witness. Luckily for Rob, it was only an ice shock, so John was able to go grab Rob and bring him to the hospital, where he will soon make a full recovery. Unfortunately, he has not yet been discharged, so he will not be able to join us in today's excursion. To make up for this, we will show some footage that Tom took before officially joining the WDG. This footage will feature some incredibly rare creatures, the elusive Roaring Knight being one of these. During the showing of this footage, you will be able to hear Tom's live reactions to what he was witnessing. Speaking of Tom, let's check on our correspondence before we begin. Yeah, I gotta be honest, the only reason I'm giving this footage in the first place is because I didn't want to get another pay cut. Like, the lake chain was so long, how could I not join it? Poor Rob. When I finally got out of the house, I saw him collapsed on the ground. And this Noel and Chris were rummaging through his pockets. Technically, we was not supposed to interfere with the wildlife, but I was so mad, I ended up punching the two so hard that they flew to the far side of the lake. And this was technically Rob's first time doing field work. Before that, he was just the cleaning guy. He used to clean for everyone. Mr. Tenna, Mike, those other Mikes. But we were short-staffed, so he got promoted to field worker even though he wasn't ready for it. Me and Tom have been going to check in on Rob at the hospital. At first he was in a bit of an ice coma, but when he woke up, we started bringing him warm soup in hopes he'd get better faster. Poor guy. Now that we are all caught up, let us move into the Deltarunes. We begin our journey with Tom, who has just found himself a beverage station, where the Floweries, Chris, and Susie's are enjoying the refreshments. If you look towards the center, you will see a pink water cooler with a liquid that is not safe for consumption. Tom has now found a small group of Noels and Chris who seem to be role-playing, which we will be ignoring. And Tom has now found himself a small gathering of tenors and a Spampton. What will they do now? Oh. When a Spampton enlarges its head, it's actually a bad omen. Bad luck, you could say, akin to walking under a ladder. So let's move on from that. Ooh, spinning Chris and Aqua. A very large and diverse group of creatures. Not quite sure what they're doing, but let's move on over to John now, who is now seen leaving the lake with an orange. And that orange is doing nothing for some reason. And oh my goodness, is that green attacking a king? Greens are typically very passive creatures, unlike that flower. That's typical behavior. Oh, wow. John seems to have found a dancing line of aquas. This is a truly rare find. Aquas, though chaotic, are very playful, and if you see one, don't be rude to them. But also don't play along with whatever nonsense they're spouting. Aquas do tend to talk more than other creatures, and when they do, it's typically complete nonsense, such as that. Hashtag Aquatown. I guess. John, let's move on. Back over to Tom. And, ooh. Tom has just managed to find himself a spinning wall of Chris's. And a flowery, for some strange reason. Thankfully, Tom can't spin like them, so he probably won't join them like he did last time. But how is Tom going to get past? Yeah, they have quite literally said they will not pass. So, what Tom must do is wait for another creature to attack, or for disorganization to destroy the wall itself. An opening will hopefully present itself soon enough. Oh. Can he pass from up there? It does not appear so. Oh, Tom. Very well done, Tom. An opening presented itself, and Tom used it. And, oh my god. The Spamptons have multiplied, which is not a good thing. It seems the group has gotten larger, but a little less diverse. Let's move over to John now, who is also entering the lake. Oh my goodness. He seems to have found a wall of birdlies who have been frozen. If you look towards the right of the wall, you will see a Noel, who has dubbed themselves the Blockade Builder. And to the left, you will see a Susie, who has dubbed themselves the Blockade Breaker. Now, clearly, one of them is doing much better than the other. And another Susie is attempting to attack the Blockade Breaker. Let's move back on over to Tom, who has... Oh my god. Tom has found a Kara. Karas are not the most common, but when you do find them, most of the time they will just be staring into the nothingness. Oh, the flower is now attacking the Kara. Let's go back over to John. Ugh. Who is that Frisk? No, John has found a wall of flowers. Huh. You know, this is quite uncommon too. Most floweries in groups tend to be very hostile, but these ones seem to just be more farming, as the kids would say. They seem to be a bit disorganized, but it's very nice. Ah, the aquas are now seemingly disorienting the staff by spinning or just surrounding him. Is that a Chris? Chris's will tend to disguise themselves as other creatures, such as aqua, flowers, and sometimes as magic. Let's move on from this. We'll check back in on John in a minute. Let's move on over to Tom now, who has found a hostile group of flowers who are harassing that poor Chris. It would be Tom's best decision to back away, because if the flowers set their sights on Tom, we will have another lamp-based incident. Yes, it is wise to move away, Tom. Oh, it was a very wise decision. There's more flowers now. 2? And they're all ganging up on the same Chris. Oh my god, that is just sad. And Tom has just found that the wall has seemingly reorganized itself and seems to be a bit longer. There's more? Oh my god. Nature is true. Whoa. Never mind, kill that, Chris. And oh my god, the wall is no longer a wall and is instead attacking the Susie, who was seemingly attacking it earlier. Chris's will typically become agitated when you attack them, but that's to be expected. Are they heading up north towards the floweries? Oh my god. Oh my god, even though Rouse is attacking the Chris. Typically the floweries would be attacking the Rouse, but... Shut up, Susie. Okay, let's move back down to the... well, to John. We see a yellow moving towards the lake, and a queen. It was... well, that was scary for a second there. The Lenino and Elnina, being together. Oh, now that's just incredible. The aquas and floweries have surrounded the Jevil, and are seemingly joining in on the Jevil's chaos. Now, while aquas perform a playful chaos, Jevils will just perform chaos in its purest form and do genuinely whatever they feel like. Bacon. Let's move back on over to Tom. Oh my god! Okay, so it seems as though the floweries have become much more organized and are entering their lamping phase, where they will simply disguise themselves as lamps and wait for prey. Oh, and they're blocking off the house. That is not good. Oh my... is that a Rouse? If Tom goes back up there and the Rouse is being attacked, that is going to be... oh! Oh, that's... oh, this is worse than the Chris. This is worse. If Rouse are the #1 targets for floweries. How many are there? There appears to be nearly 10 of them. Maybe more. Better the Rouse than Tom, as we would say. Okay, it seems as though the flowers are re-entering the lamp phase and blocking off the wall. Yet again, a Starwalker. Starwalkers are considered uncommon, but also quite passive. They're very nice to find. A nice break from the flowers. Okay. Oh, it seems as though Tom is going to attempt to communicate with them in order to pass. You're being very polite, Tom. Oh, and they have denied. Okay, Tom, get out of there. We've now moved over to John, who has found a assortment of queens, disguising themselves as pots. And they continue to break character. Well, John seems to be checking out the far end of the lake. We see a Susie drinking the lake as the beverage station seems to have disappeared. Now, what would John see? Alright. It seems as though the queens have grown tired of the pot charade and are moving over to bananas. This tends to happen when the queens have far too much potassium. Let's move on from that, John. Let's move back on over to Tom now, who was also seen leaving the lake. Oh, now this is nice. It seems as though there's a small party going on with the Lancer, Gussin, and Tobias. And the flower is... No, Tom, don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. You know what? He gave us the footage. Oh, God. Just move to John. Well, that marks the end of our normal program. But, as promised, we will now show you the rare footage that Tom has provided us. Please note, though, that Tom did not yet know how to properly set up his name tag at the time of recording. So, the name tag above his head will be gibberish. Oh my god! They were just flocking to. Don't tell me they're in the pizza shop. Yes, they are. Well, okay. Was that? What? Yeah. What? Yo. Please. Yo! Do the damn puzzle! Wait. No. Alright, I made a good decision. Tom did, in fact, make a great decision, and that decision marks the end of his footage. With that being said, thank you for tuning into the WDG, TV World's #1 documentary series.